What's up, family? Welcome back. Now, of course, y'all know I'm gonna jump right into this video. Today I'm actually teaming up with RPGSHOW. Now, if you did not know and have not been catching what's going on, okay, I have not had the time to actually create a dedicated video for all of my hair companies that I love, placing them in order. So I've slowly been letting you guys know in videos. So of course, we have already revealed number 1 and number 2 top favorite hair companies has to be RPGSHOW, not just for their packaging, but their wigs are like grown and sexy, luxurious vibes. They also have a sister company called My First Wigs, which is some of my most viral wig videos have actually been in collaboration with them. And so yeah, of course, all the details to the unit that I'm going to be taking a look at will be listed down in my description box. They give a ton of goodies, and then of course their magazine. Now this should be on a shelf. I don't know if you guys are fans of magazines like I am, but it's something about just seeing the images, the crispy pages, it's soft, and then actually seeing a couple of like my favorite YouTubers inside of the magazine is always super inspiring. And of course they give you this travel bag, which is going to come in handy if you are a travel girl and you don't want to have to do the box, but you also don't want that satin bag. I think that their level of professionalism is always there. Now I'm jumping right into this video because of course y'all have been here for a while, I'm sure, and if you are not and you are new here, welcome. Of course, I typically start with like a ball cap. I don't actually gel it down, glue it down, none of the above. Usually I just throw on the new color wig cap, throw on some true scalp tape down in the middle or a side part if that's what I'm going to be wearing, and then I put the wig on. Now the great thing about RPGSHOW is their wigs can actually be worn gluelessly. Y'all got tongue tied, okay? So their units can be worn glueless if you decide to do that. Today I'm going to be using a combination of products, and of course, as you guys can see, I am already starting off with just really laying down the base. Now they do have a wax stick, which again is in partnership with their sister company My First Wig, so you guys typically will get this. I don't think that this product is necessarily the best wax stick on the market. In my opinion, it is a little bit more on the greasy side, so I did go ahead and just kind of apply a little bit of hairspray just in combination with it. And y'all, I've discovered this like heatless option. So if you don't have a hot comb, okay, I'm not saying that this is gonna completely replace the hot comb, but I have noticed that if you go in between your parts and you actually apply a little bit of the pump it up, comb it through, hold it down for about 10 seconds, y'all, your hair is not moving. Obviously, it's that pump it up. Okay, so be light-handed when you put it at the base because you don't want your hair to be super stiff throughout. I'm just literally applying that at the root so that it can lay down a little bit better. Then I'm going through with a flat iron. This is not a flat iron, okay? A hot comb to really smooth everything down. I even used the back of it just to make sure that everything was super sleek and the way that I want it. Now, I have always been a fan of units that just look a little bit more natural. So a lot of times you guys are going to see me not doing the baby hair, not having super long hair. I'm only 5'2", okay? A 22-inch on me goes down to my butt. So a lot of times I just want something at that bra strap. And so this is a 16-inch. Of course, the color, I would describe this as more of like a copper red because it does have a ton of that like ginger, copper, mostly red tones that are just popping out. This looks even better in the sun. If I was going to do this color like on my natural hair, this would be what I would be going for. Not too light, not too dark. You guys will see I'm just, like I said, going in with that wax stick, hitting it every time with the hairspray just to kind of layer it up. And then, like I said, we're going to come through. Not me hyping myself up, but yeah, so y'all can see, I mean, the unit already was looking really, really beautiful. They did a great job on the hairline. Now, typically, like I have described this in a few other videos, like you'll get different shaped hairlines. So if you want something even more custom, you have to be aware of the fact that you may have to do that yourself. I'm okay with the shape of the hairline because I got a lot of face, okay, Miss Potato. That's like my running joke, okay? Me and Babe always well, he's like Mr. Potato Head and I'm Mrs. Potato Head, okay? Like, it is what it is. But yeah, so I don't have a problem with like wearing wigs in whatever style that the company usually decides. It's only when it's like overly thick or I feel like the hairline's not plucked or bleached enough to where I have to make changes. And in this case, I didn't have to do that. Everything did come pre-plucked, pre-customized. It actually came like pre-styled, but of course, fresh out of the box, you're going to have to do a little something to it just because because in transit it does get smashed. And that just makes me think, like, when I was selling custom wigs, how, you know, frustrating it would be at times to know that, like, I spent an hour on the styling and then of course the customer gets it and they're like, well, Chrissy, my curls fell. So then I started to pin the curls, but then of course you brush them out and they don't sit the same. So listen, that's what I'm here for, because of course, getting the wig and assuming it's going to come as is not enough. I'm here to show you how to take it to the next level without you having to go and spend $200, $300 on an install that low key is not going to take more than like 30 minutes. So no shade to the stylist, but I'm here for you because I was that girl. I remember what it felt like growing up, not being able to get my hair done, trying to figure it out, practicing on my friends. One of the first hair colors that I ever did was actually a red tone. I don't know if you guys remember, was it the Adore colors that came in that white bottle? Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? That one, or the Clairol, y'all. I had like almost jet black hair at the time, trying to go from that, not having any idea about color theory, like, and just applying a red and trying to figure out why it was not bright red, y'all. Hilarious, okay? But this had to have been like in maybe 10th grade, maybe 9th or 10th grade. In the meantime, still relaxing my hair, still trying to figure out, like, what do I need to do? Eventually, I decided to go natural in, like, 11th grade. I will never forget that. I just hope those photos never surface. I have them hidden on my Facebook because it's just like, girl, okay, talk about a TWA, teeny weeny afro, y'all. Yeah, so I have done a lot with my hair over the years, but red was definitely one of my favorites. I felt like it may have been inspired from Rihanna. I realized a lot of the things that I was doing growing up was Riri inspired, so I love her, okay? It is what it is. So if you need a nice fall color, something to kind of give you some life without feeling like you got to do a blonde or, you know, all these other funky colors, I do think a copper red is always a safe bet that's gonna like bring out your natural skin tone and just kind of make everything pop. And don't come outside with no red eyebrows now, okay? You can do a nice light brown. If you want to do something a little similar, maybe mix the brown with a little bit of red, but please do not come out with just straight red eyebrows, okay? I beg you. Now right here, I'm just actually applying a little bit of mousse to go over the tops just to smooth everything down, because I did have like a couple of flyaways. Usually I'll use like hairspray to get rid of it, but yeah, okay, look at the length, the body, the shine. This is a silky texture, so sometimes I'm here reviewing yucky textures, kinky straights, curlies, deep wave, all that. Every now and then, I don't mind a silky texture, especially when it's going to be colored. So honestly, this did not give me any trouble. I did not have any shedding, no tangling. Of course, y'all know I have a grading rubric that's going to go over everything from the quality, the price, was it styled, how custom it was, and the packaging. So y'all know I will leave my final thoughts in the description box, but so far so good. I really didn't have any complaints about it. The only thing that I think I would have changed is actually the length in this case, because after I actually straightened this out, I was like, I felt like I low-key could have went a little longer. Like, I know that I really love a good solid 16-inch, but every now and then I'm feeling a little 20. Like, I could have done a 20 because I would have really loved to see that deep layer go all the way down. Or I probably could have even done like a bob. Now, the bob can still happen, of course. I can do a nice little blunt cut with this red. Ooh, okay. With the layers, yes. Want to add some body to your hair? Please add some layers. Want to add some shape, some dimension, add a little color, and you have a great combo. Now, I have no clue why I decided to bump my ends with the curling rod. The flat iron was literally right beside me, but hey, it worked out. It did what I needed to do. And so, of course, y'all know, typically I like to trim the ends of any hairstyle just because I prefer that thicker, straight across look, even with my natural hair. Don't really care for the wispy too much. Add the layers to face frame, and that's about it. So I did go ahead and just trim the bottom off. Just a small bit. I didn't have to do much to it, and it took literally no time for this to set up. I don't know if you got a chance to notice, but I did actually spray a little bit of the Pump It Up around the edges of the hairline before trimming off the lace, and I also applied just small amounts of glue because y'all, I went to a Pretty Little Thing event, so this was their Halloween party, which it was super fun. I ended up dressing up as Ms. Incredible, I mean, obviously, and yeah, so this was very similar to her hair color, so I knew that this was going to be perfect for the costume. I did actually create a little reel video for it, so in case you guys didn't get to see it, it should already be posted as a short and also on TikTok as well, so definitely make sure to check it out to get a full view of what that looks like. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. And honestly, I feel like in a couple years ago, I probably would have like overkill with the baby hair and really just took this to a place it did not have to go. That middle part with just like the simplistic look of everything is doing exactly what I needed to do. Like, yeah, at this point, I was pretty satisfied. I even was obsessed with the way that I feel like the hair just flowed well. I'm not really sure what type of cap this is. Let me double check. Okay, so yes, this is a 13x6 glueless Swiss lace cap. So it's actually a 200% density, which is why it may look a little bit fuller. So that's something you definitely want to make sure that you check off or double check that that's the unit that you're getting, because sometimes y'all are like, Chrissy, my wig was not as full as yours. Make sure that you at least have 180 to 200 density. 250 can sometimes be a bit too much. You find yourself having to like tweeze out some hair in that middle part, and nobody got time for all that, okay? And the lace color that I have is light brown, so it really just blended into my skin tone with no problem. As y'all can see, giving the vibes. And y'all know I had to give you a little close-up, but you can just see how like when the light hits it, the color really just amplifies. It may look a little bit darker when I'm like standing further back, but y'all see what I'm talking about. And that true scalp tape is always gonna do the job each and every time, okay? The bounce, the body, all of the things. I wish I could like color my natural hair as often as sometimes I want to in my mind, because a good balayage, baby, you can never go wrong, okay? A nice red burgundy. Like, is this burgundy? Help me, because I don't feel like this is burgundy. This is giving more copper. I said that, but now I gotta stand on it. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, of course. And as for my makeup, just because it was so flawless, okay, less is definitely more. I feel like every now and then I'll be wanting to switch up my makeup look, but I just end up going right back to the same thing. Just a nice new lip, little lash, pop a color on the lid, maybe a little bit of blush. And y'all, we in the game. I never really needed much, okay? Not too much. I had somebody ask me while I was out and about, like, what setting spray are you using? Because your face is not moving. And I'm just like, girl, none, okay? Literally, the NARS foundation does it for me every single time. Now, I did need to double check to see if this hair could hold a curl, because I know I did a little bump, but it ain't nothing like curling it up to really see what it's gonna do. And y'all, you be the judge. That was just off one pass, no hairspray, nothing extra going on. So y'all see, if you wanted to curl this up, you absolutely could. Y'all know I keep my wigs for years. If I have not already like sold them underground, because y'all, we've been waiting on this huge wig sale for so long, but I've been selling wigs. I've been selling wigs secretly. I don't even want to say secretly. It's just happening behind the scenes. So if you see something in one of my videos and you feel like you want to repurchase it, y'all, it is available, okay? But this one is definitely getting kept, okay? So if you want it, you're gonna have to check out RPGSHOW to get it, because this one is staying with me. So leave any comments or questions down below. Y'all know I love y'all so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my very next video. Ooh. Come on now, get into it.